Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 10 of my Divinity Original Sin playthrough. So last time, we, good God, what did we do last time? It was part 9, but I don't totally remember what we did. Was it last episode that we were exploring, like, Hyberheim in earnest? I think that's what we were doing. I think what we did last time is I think we explored lots of Hyberheim, and then we discovered, you know what, I think I'm underleveled. And so then we decided to explore Lacula Forest, like right at the end of the episode, really. And then we decided to more in earnest explore Lacula Forest, so that, because I felt like that was the area we should have explored earlier, mostly for level-wise. Yeah, there we go. I think that's what happened. Anyway, so yeah, we got lots of good abilities, I think, last episode as well. I think we picked up Fireball, and we picked up Summon Fire Elemental. We have Tectonic Spray. We got Boulder Bash. We got Firefly, and we got Midnight Oil. So we got lots of good abilities last episode for Scarlet, our obviously resident spellcaster. Now for Gloric, he has this, but I think this is just because he's using one of his armor. I think it's on his armor or a weapon or something, nothing too insane. Yeah, he has like defensive stance and stuff, but it's like nothing incredible. Bear Daughter, I don't think she got that last episode. And our boy didn't get anything new either. Now I think Wolgraf is holding a spell book, and I know Scarlet's holding a couple that she has to level up before she can use. I think he is too. Yeah, he needs to be level 12, and then he can learn that. Bear Daughter's not. Wolgraf is. Yeah, level 12. So yeah, we need some more levels before we can learn a lot of our other newer things. And I think this one was we needed a higher Pyrotechnic. Yeah, we need a higher Pyrotechnic before we can learn these. We are leveled enough for them, but we need higher Pyrotechnic. Technically. Now, did we... Oh, probably not, because they're not even identified. Probably not. Alright, so there's a new... Let's see what we got here. There's a helmet. We don't care about helmets. Armor, it's dexterity based, and probably not worth anything. Strength, we'll check. Strength. Now, hers is air resistance and HP. This one is poison and fire. I mean, 30 HP does sound nice. But fire and poison resistance, both of which are very common. You know, flames and poison. So, that doesn't sound bad. Its value is much higher, though, looking at the bottom. So it's often an easy way for me to tell is if it's valued a lot higher, then I think the game must know better than I do that it's a lot more important. But I don't know that. And I lean towards giving it to a frontliner like Gloric, maybe. Although his thing gives him a boatload of HP, so... And she's not a frontliner, but his, Earth and... Like, see, now this one could make sense, because again, he's always kind of in danger, so I actually think that is a genuine upgrade for him. For Scarlet, ideally, she shouldn't be in front, and we do now have invisibility, so if she starts getting in trouble, we can just bail. Now, I think there was an axe as well. Yeah, but it's two-handed, so we can just sell it. It's not unique, isn't it? It's a legendary weapon. I can tell you that. Fancy. Well, it's two-handed, but it's legendary, which is cool, but not unique, I don't imagine, so... Okay, then there was a helmet, but it doesn't have any other special bonuses. That's dexterity-based. Gauntlets, but he already has all this bonus stuff. Regular boots, and his are better. And then I think that was all strength-based, which means I don't think the rest of these kids are going to be able to even use this stuff. Yeah, the armor was 60, which is good, but it's not. There's no bonuses, and ours have bonuses, so I think we can sell everything else. Methinks. Yeah, I think we could sell everything else. Alright, anywho. So yeah, last episode, we didn't really explore this little village. We just kind of we talked to a couple people, but we mostly made a beeline for some of the shops. Because that's more of what I was after. Let's see. I think these guys own a shop. We could... Hang on really quick, what's this? Oh, they're just nails and a hammer. Okay. Anyway. See, it is a shop. Hey, do you,
Do a salutoin, hunter.
Ah.
What can I do for you?
You can buy my garbage. You can buy the stuff I don't need and make me a whole bunch of money. Cool. Thanks, ma'am. Okay. Beautiful. It's one of the things I needed there, which is great. Nothing good. Okay. Anywho. So yeah, earlier today, before this, I did put up an update video on the If My Heart Had Wings situation for the patch. And I talked about the patch a little bit, so if you're interested in what's happening with that playthrough, you can check out that video. It is already up. And so this will be the only actual gameplay thing that we're doing today. Alright, apparently we can't sell the Enlightened Amulets, which, now that I know no one's equipped with it, I guess we'll send it to the homestead. I guess? I mean, we're doing all this stuff. Maybe I should hold on to it, but the blank skill book we can send, though. Homestead. And a fire essence we can send to the homestead. I guess we'll hold on to this, because we are doing all the Immaculate cult stuff, so I guess we'll hold on to the amulet, I guess, in case we need it. I think technically that's what that was for, I think. I think it was a cult thing. Unsure. Okay. The tavern, okay. Alright, yeah, don't touch the barrels. I could look in them, but I couldn't steal anything, so there's almost no point.
Oh, you startled me. Let me compose myself. Hello, stranger. How can I help you?
Ma'am, are you okay? What can you tell me about yourself?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just the waitress around here, as you can see. My husband, Blossius, is a legionnaire, currently stationed in Cyseal, but I haven't heard from him in far too long.
Hang on a minute. Where's my journal? Didn't we have a... Oh, I mean, yeah, we completed that, thank you. Didn't we have Legionnaire's Will? Yes, that's him. Hang on, I think I know what we did. We have to go to the end of time. Hang on. I think I probably put away the thing that went, yeah, I mean, we have to talk to her. I didn't realize it was the same lady. When she was talking about a Legionnaire in Cyseal, as it jogged my memory. But we have to go here to pick up the letter. Because I'm assuming, I know we had a letter to give her. I am assuming I probably put it away in the stash. Either not thinking or thinking, yeah, we'll just go pick it up once we're there, you know? Alright, so we have to go to the bedroom because we have to pick it up. Pick it up, up. Pick it up, up. Whoop. That's not it. Misclick. Okay, I need a letter. Curious, letter from the conduit. Pontius's note. Parchment, orders, Nick's diary. Ledger, orders, cult orders. Letter from the Duke of Farrell. Diary, orders. Charlene's letter, parchment, blank, traveler's journal, sheet of paper, whole bunch of keys, imp's note, there's a staff, but it's broken and I don't know how to fix it, orders, dusty parchment, tattered diary. Weird, did I not? I am confused. I would assume... Can I, like, examine some of this stuff? It just says curious parchment. It's weird, too, because, like, you figure it would say, like, oh, Blossius' will. Derpity derp. Alright, pick it up. Do not... It's because it looks like a book. It doesn't look like a letter, so... Sorry about that. That was why I didn't... That's why I didn't notice it. Okay. Now, do not read it, because he asked us to not read it. It's a letter between a husband and a wife, and we are going to respect his wishes, damn it. Alright, Lucula Forest, Silverglen. Okay, now we can run back to the waitress and give her the will, and we're not going to read it. The other times that I've done this, I'm pretty sure I think it was accidentally, just because it's a habit to read whatever I pick up. And so I think I have at least once or twice before read the book, just because I'm on autopilot, and I just read whatever I picked up. So I think I remember doing that. Easy, baby. Boy, what a lag spike. Big old lag spike, but it's fine. Anywho, and so I think it's like habit to just sort of read whatever I pick up. So in the past, at least once, probably more than that, I have read it, and then I think she comments on it. She's like, you know, the seal's been opened. You've been reading my letters or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but this time I made sure to not read it. Move it, you stupid rat! Ma'am, waitress, excuse me, I have something for you.
Can't startle me again. What can I help you with this time?
About your husband, I have here his will.
His will? But that means he's... Oh, no. Oh, not my cutie, broody buttercup.
Sorry, ma'am. I feel like you should know the truth. Alright, we delivered Blossius' will unchanged to Marissa, and she thanked us warmly for doing so. Oh, because I think, maybe she doesn't know, but I think you can forge it. Like, I think you can write, and if you open it, I think you can alter it so that it gives you, like, all of his stuff or something. Something like that. I've never done it, so I don't think I've ever altered it, but I think I opened it and saw the option, and I was like, oh, that's so mean. Like, I don't want to rob this guy. This woman just lost her husband. Like, he just lost his wife. I mean, now he's undead. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't think I ever did it, but because I always felt bad for him. So I never did it, but I think I saw the option, and I'm like, that's terrible. This time we didn't even open it, so we didn't even have the option.
You dare disturb my rumination? It must be that you can hardly wait to purchase an ingredient or two for a very urgent recipe. I'll forgive this imposition if you'll make me a generous offer.
Hang on. So sorry, guys. I have text. I'm just double checking it's not life-changing. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. The text ran a little long. I was just curious. Wow. All kinds of really weird things. Thanks, bro, I guess. I don't think I need anything. Alright, anyway. Sorry about that, guys. The text ran long. Ran a tad long.
Oh, dear. You'll hardly impress the conduit with such a clouded look about your eyes. But not to fear. I've just the potion for that.
Yeah, no thanks, ma'am. Alright, what's your story?
Oh. You haven't any ale, have ya? Well, never mind for now. What sort of magical relics can I offer ya? Blessed by the goddess they are, each and all.
Really? Oh. She actually does sell things, like normal things. Oh, petrifying touch, fire absorption, ice wall. Fancy. Chain lightning. Ooh, chain lightning. Well, that's spicy. I like that. It's level 12 again, but boy, is it cool though. I'll take it. I collect spells. Even if I can't use them, eventually I'll be able to. And I don't know what else to do with my money, so anyway, we're just gonna add it to the collection. I already know I'm not leveled enough for it, but hey, that's cool. Shoot a stunning lightning bolts that forks up to 5 times in a 7-meter radius and deals a whole bunch of air damage to each target. And there's a 90% chance to set stunned for a turn, so that's pretty awesome.
A little word of warning, traveller. The lands to the north are dangerous. Creepy crawlies as large as trolls over there.
Thank you. Actually, I know what she's talking about. There's a big-ass spiders over there. Really big spiders. I don't remember how deadly they are, but there's very large spiders and over some part of this map.
Ever shot a bullseye in your sleep? Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
Pardon? Oh! Hey, anything good for Bear Daughter? Wow, look at all these people that are just hiding in here. Grant a target, improves sight, and 50% chance to hit with ranged weapons for 4 turns. Removes blinded. Oh. That could be good for Bear Daughter. Because, like, if she could give it to herself, which could be really, really good, actually. Yeah, that's actually good. She could give herself this Farseer to make sure she hits from a distance. That could be good. Multiple arrows in a straight line. Hang on a minute. What does she... Really quick. Hang on, dude. What does she even have? What are the abilities? Doesn't it Ricochet? It's Ricochet and Splintered Arrow. Okay. Those are her damage ones. She has Ricochet and Splintered Arrow.
Ever shot a bullseye in your sleep?
Okay.
Well, no wonder with your skill book as empty as all that.
Shrapnel Scatter. Target a corpse or a container and make it explode. The flying debris will damage characters around it. Wow. Blows up your target. I mean, it's range 12. I mean, obviously it's level 12, but eventually we'll be there. Okay, well that's cool. Target a corpse or an item. That's interesting. I wonder if that would be super useful. Interesting. Okay, I don't know how much. It depends on how much the explosion does, really. I guess. I mean, any explosion sounds useful. And then decreases armor, but grants higher resistances against all the elements. Okay. First aid, which she already has. Survivor's Karma, which I think she has that too. Arrow spray fires 16 arrows in a 45-degree arc. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Splintered Arrow, Barrage, and then Barrage. Fire multiple arrows in a straight line, each dealing X amount of piercing damage. Farseer. Weird. I'm tempted to give her some stuff. Bear Daughter's is really good though, like for realsies. All right, let's grab Farseer and Arrow Spray and Barrage. I know I'm spending a lot of money here, but come on, these are great. These are great abilities. Send that to Bear Daughter. Send that to Bear Daughter. Send that to Bear Daughter. Okay, really quick though. Speaking of people, they have some level ups. Oh well, hang on a minute. What's your story?
Watch where you're going. These beauties will pierce you to the bone.
So he sells arrows, but I don't need to buy arrows. I find them obviously a lot. What about you? Oh, now look at this. Man-at-Arms abilities. All right, what do you got? Barbed wire. Reflect melee damage inflicted upon you at the cost of your chance to hit. So this is really it requires a shield, but that would be a good defensive ability if you were just building a wall. And we could have made Gloric more of a shield carrier, but I liked the idea of like a berserker. You know what I mean? Whirlwind, which he has. Taunt, which we've seen but we did not buy. Allies around you. Battering ram. Rage. Cure wounds, which he has. Now this is actually a novice ability. I actually could buy this and I could give it to... Didn't we give Wolgraf a Man-at-Arms point? I'm gonna buy that. I think we did. Enough to risk it. Flurry. Ooh, Flurry sounds good. But I don't know. I feel like Glork has a lot of abilities already, TBH. And he already has more than I think he uses. Now, the Flurry's a little tempting, because you attack with the Flurry of your main weapon, dealing a whole bunch of damage with each strike. Alright, I'll take that too. Wow, there's so many good abilities. So many people sell so much good stuff in here. Alright, actually, I'm gonna send it to Wolgraf, because I'm gonna double check that. I'm gonna send Flurry to Gloric. Okay. Plus that healing ability was like really cheap.
Wanna have a good time?
Hang on, darling. I'm gonna get far enough away from all this. Okay. I just don't want you all chattering while I'm trying to level up my people. Alright, Bear Daughter, you're first. Now, okay, so she has some ability points. Okay, we could actually level up her bow. Now, if you get a Tenebrum, or I'm trying to remember how you pronounced it. How she pronounced it. Because we've heard it pronounced once. But we could level up her bow ability. Ooh, level up her marksman. I think that has to come first. I feel like that has to be high priority. Okay, and then we have another point. She already has arrow recovery, bully, so if enemies are like in trouble, if she shoots people that are slowed, crippled, or knocked down, she gets more damage against them. We already have escapist, and then stench. Decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 25, but melee opponents will find you less attractive in combat. Oh, interesting. Okay, so she already had that. That's interesting. That's one that she comes with. I didn't give her that. Okay, so we have all skilled up. We could go right away for more points. Avoid opponents. Avoid opponents gives you the ability to evade attacks of opportunity. Really? That's not bad. I mean, if she was trying to run away, that would be good. Like if, like if she was trying to get away from opponents that are closing in on her. Okay, that's tempting. Backstabber, that's not useful. Bigger and better. Bigger and better gives you a 1 extra attribute point to spend. Okay. Elemental affinity. That's for spells. Range of spells and scrolls. Glass cannon gives 4 extra recovery action points, but your total vitality is decreased by 50%. Good lord. She's already so squishy. Makes you far-sighted, causing your ranged attacks to be precise at long distances, but inaccurate when your target's close by. Interesting. Interesting. So you would be better at long range, but the closer they get, the more trouble you're going to have. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, ideally, she would be far away, but lots of enemies close in on, like, Bear Daughter and, like, Scarlet. Lots of enemies ignore my frontline people. So I don't know. I mean, so if they did close in, she'd be less useful. So I hesitate on that one. Know-it-all. There's Leech, Standing in Blood, which we have on everybody else. But again, ideally, Bear Daughter should be far away. Light Stepper gives you perception bonus for detecting traps. Morning Person, when you revive, you're at full health. That's just more of a time saver, really.
These goblins are
Every time you get hit, your gear... Okay, so that's no durability. Pack Mule, Scientist, Walk It Off, What a Rush. Fatalities below, then Zombie, which means you can't be regular healed, but Poison actually heals you. Okay, so there was some really good ones here. Avoid Opportunist is really tempting. Let's see, what was the other one? This one's is a kind of hit or miss. Leech is a little tempting, but I feel like Avoid Opportunist, it just sounds really good, because that way, if anyone's closing in on her, she's much more likely to be able to get away. So, for me, that just makes sense. And that way, Attacks of Opportunity won't work on her, so if she's trying to make a run for it, she can. Okay, our boy now. By the way, he does have a Man-at-Arm point. Well, well, well. Now again, considering we've hit the next threshold here, I feel like we kind of have to give him... We could level up dual wielding, but I kind of feel like we have to give him the better scoundrel points. I feel like nothing is higher priority than the skills tree. I feel like, maybe that's in my head, but it makes sense to me. Now, talent points. So, he already has Backstabber, makes sense. He has Escapist, makes sense. Leech, of course, makes sense. And then Light Stepper also makes sense. Now, the question is what else to give him? We could give him Bully. Now, this one could be good because he's, again, on the front lines. So if enemies do get slowed, crippled, or knocked down, which Gloric has several abilities that will knock people down and things like that, then that could team up really well. So Bully's a little tempting. Let's see, we don't need those. Glass Cannon, we certainly don't want that on him. Gorilla increases attack damage while sneaking, but I never use sneaking, so that doesn't seem useful. Morning Person, when revived, it's at full health. That's kind of more just convenient. Now, not losing duration on your gear is convenient. Opportunist gives the ability to perform Tax of Opportunity. Now again, this could be good because a lot of people run away from him. So at the moment, Opportunist is highest priority for me. Pinpoint. When pinpoint, your grenade throws will never miss. Will never miss again, huh? But I feel like, and see, that requires Scoundrel level 1, but Gloric is kind of our grenade guy, and I didn't even give him points. And I don't use Woolgraph for grenades, so that's not super useful. Slingshot, that's the one I think we gave Gloric. A character with Speed Creeper moves at normal speed while sneaking. I never use sneaking. We'll give you a 10% movement bonus. Now that one's useful. Woolgraph already moves farther than everyone else. Thick Skin gives you an extra armor equal to your Man-at-Arms ability plus 5, so that'd be a little convenient. What a rush, and then, okay, so at the moment, Opportunist, because everyone runs away from him, so giving him Attacks of Opportunity is really useful. Gloric gets a lot of kills from that stuff, so that's really convenient. Okay, now I don't think we're going to be able to learn a lot of this, like the level 12 Hui, but I think we can learn this. Yeah, now Woolgraph is a healing ability. How about that? Okay, now we did get the next level of this, but I don't know how much of this we'll be able to learn. Okay, so she can learn Farseer, which is great. But, she can learn Barrage as well. Neato. Now, she can't learn this. This other book requires level 12. So, next level. But she did gain Farseer, which is allowing her to shoot at longer range, which is obviously great. And then a new damage ability. So, now she has, this one is in a straight line, which is awesome. So, that means next level, Scarlet can grab level 3 stuff, and Gloric can grab level 3 stuff too. So, which they're probably very close to doing, I imagine. Which we could look at. Oh my gosh, yeah. Just like any experience at all, and the other two will probably level up. Pumpkin soup. Anyway. Neato. We should save it. Cool, man. Fantastic.
Hi there, cutie pie. Want to have a good time?
Hey, don't tempt me with a good time, love.
Sweetheart. Look at you, sugar. Oh, I could take you on a ride neither of us would soon forget.
Whoa. Let's just relax. So here's the funny thing. I'm not gonna bother like taking her up on any kind of offer, because here's the thing. It's not real. Like, What's fun is I think she reads you like fairy tales or something. I think she reads you like fairy tales, and your character's like, "What? I thought we were gonna," and she's like what? Like, what'd you think we were gonna do? And it's a joke. You know what I mean? It's like just a funny misunderstanding. So I think that's pretty much it. Can I ask you some questions?
Oh, go right ahead, sweetheart.
What's your take on Silverglen?
Darling, I don't hardly recognise this place no more. Everything's changed since those silly Immaculates came into vogue. The miners, they used to spend their last penny on a backwards glance from yours truly. But now, they'd rather pray than play. Ugh, I just don't understand it.
Like I said, don't be deceived. I think she just reads you like a bedtime story or a fairy tale or something like that. What do you think about the Immaculates?
They just stand around and praise the so-called goddess all day long. I've no idea who she is, but apparently she gets her kicks from having blood sprayed all over her. Now, I knew a girl once who was into that kind of stuff. Her clients used to call her goddess and mistress too, but there was precious little divine about her.
Ooh, kinky. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
No, sugar. That's a story for another day, ain't it? Speaking of, yours and mine has hardly begun. What say we get better acquainted upstairs? I've got all kinds of, details to share with you.
Thank you. I know what you're up to, and I'm not interested in bedtime stories.
Hurricane can remain in heat all year, it seems.
Catching their daughter's eye, Ulgraf flexes his muscles like a peacock, showing its plumage, confirming her observation.
Alright, you two, relax. Alright, you two, calm down. Please. Anyway. This one, then we can look in this stuff without getting in trouble. Hey, look.
Hi there, cutie pie.
Anything
Wanna
else?
have a good time?
Oh, wow, look at that. So many grenades, dude. These crates are like full of grenades. Neato. Alright. I think we talked to these people, I think.
Where the wind blows, the goddess breathes. Where the rivers run.
Okay, thank you. What about you?
Goddess greetings, friend.
Ah, yes.
Her greatness gave us fire.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, we've well, I think we already looked at. Okay. Now I think it was up here is actually the miner guy. The miner dude, and I think he gives us a quest to do things, which we have to be careful about because this is one of the sections where you can fight an enemy you cannot kill, which has happened to me before.
What news from the mines?
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mine by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out! Make it happen, even if you have to spear Braccus yourself. A source hunter! My liege, I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild responsible for operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you.
Nadia's accused you of willfully endangering miners for profit.
Preposterous! What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silverglen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild, and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem.
Let's discuss your troubles in the mines.
You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silverglen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a satin-spitting Satan named Braccus, promised to clear the Tenebrium and be gone.
Ah, Tenebrium. I never remember how to say it. It's Tenebrium.
When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brained fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers?
I'd like you to ask you some further questions.
Please, Your Grace, I am completely at your disposal.
What can you tell me about Tenebrium?
Useless stuff, my liege. Worse than common dirt. But 10 times as difficult to extract and infinitely more dangerous. If only we'd known in advance the terrible effect rot would have, we would have stopped trying to clear it immediately.
What is rot exactly? I mean, I already know what rot is, but you know.
Yes, a dreadful business that. I've been fortunate enough to avoid the sickness so far, my liege, but my heart truly breaks for the families of those who've been afflicted. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to Tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first, we attributed these symptoms to, well, to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe.
The conduit? Care to tell me more?
My liege, you ought not to concern yourself with the fraudulent leader of a crackpot cult. Really, the whole affair is an utter embarrassment to Silverglen. Some insane huckster calling herself the conduit of the goddess made her way to Silverglen at the height of the rot's hold on our miners. The people were desperate, you see. When by magic or illusion she managed to cure a handful of them of the affliction, every last one of the bunch began speaking of her as though she were some messiah. Now most of the town is taken with her little cult of Immaculates, as she calls them. Fortunately for her, she disappeared shortly after her little trick. Or I would have thrown her into prison and swallowed the key myself. Imagine hypnotizing an entire town with nothing more than snake oil.
Do you remember a miner named Ben?
Ah, yes. Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he?
That was an interesting dialogue. I don't remember why Ben is important. Tell me about the goblins.
Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing Tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion.
I think we just asked this, but what do you know about the Immaculates?
Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting the mines back in good working order.
Interesting. Okay, to the top. Lawrence, the representative of the mining guild, told us that goblins have overtaken the Kula mines. He wants the head of Drexis, the goblin leader, for his mantle. Yes. Fascinating. Okay. So yeah, Lawrence, he's interesting because not everyone is taken in with the Immaculate cult. They don't all think that they are amazing, which is interesting. It is a divisive topic. Now, the thing about Lawrence is that, you know, he's kind of a greedy POS. So that's kind of his problem. He's greedy, and I don't remember. This is not me being like, here's what happens. You know, here's all the spoilers. I don't remember if this is true, but my gut feels like that he probably did know of the whole rot thing, and I obviously do think he's just shoveling us a load, being like, my heart breaks for the poor. Like, I don't think for a second he actually cares about them. So I do think he's probably knew about the rod, and he probably knew what it would do to the miners, but there's probably money in mining the tenebrium, so that's probably all he really cares about. And I would be surprised if it was anything different than that. So, you know. But the next thing we have to talk to is these peasants.
Welcome be, O seeking souls, to this holy house of Immaculates.
Who are you?
I am Loic, enlightened one among Immaculates, spokesman for the holy conduit, as she is spokesman for the goddess herself. Hers is the blood.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to ask you about questions about the Immaculates.
Then it shall be my pleasure to answer them.
Who are they?
We are the chosen ones of the goddess. The benedictions of the blood render our bodies and spirits unblemished, for such is her mercy, that we may all become part of the sacred soul. And you too, Seeker, could become one such part.
Can you tell me more about the conduit?
The conduit, yes. She, the most exalted of all, second only to the goddess. It was she who brought us first her divine words, then her divine will, a will made real in blood. Truly, though, she is quite beyond your concern, O wandering soul. She stands so very high above your humble station.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to hear about the goddess.
The goddess is the light and life of all. Corrupt is the world that generations of men and beasts have left behind, but immaculate it may be once more, cleansed in the blood of the unworthy. The few, the proud, the enlightened, theirs will be her kingdom. When red has run until no red is left, a paradise we will have shapen, and the goddess will dwell among us.
Let's discuss my joining the Immaculates.
You find yourself in the goddess's temple, therefore it follows she wants you to take the true path. So here, have this hallowed tome, read it, absorb the wisdom within, then find the second part and do with it the same. If an immaculate you want to be, a test of knowledge shall be your first step towards enlightenment.
Ah, okay. Alright, Loic, the priest of Silverglen, gave us a book and told us if we study it, we might be able to join the Immaculates. Now, I'm pretty sure, doesn't this book transport you to someplace else? I think. Does it? Oh, well, we're still here, so maybe not. Alright. Though the tenebrium made the miners ill, though the rot plagued them, they would be saved. The conduit came bearing a shard of starstone and demonstrated that by sacrificing a lesser being, a small duckling, she could turn starstone into bloodstone. This stone was capable of healing any ailment, including the terrible rot. Though some were skeptical that sacrificial magic could be used for good, the conduit explained that transmitting energy from a lesser being to a greater one restores balance in the universe. And that balance is the goddess's ultimate goal. The conduit then encouraged the healed miners to spread her good word and to continue to create bloodstones for the purpose of promoting the greater good of higher beings. Today, we Immaculates continue to promote universal balance and the sacrifice of lesser creatures for the greater good of all. So, you think it wants me to make a bloodstone? Because that's all that was talking about. Though the tenebrium made the miners ill. It's weird that part's in caps. That seems weird to me. A shard of starstone. A shard of starstone. Where the hell would I find starstone? I have inert stones. I've already had previous bloodstones, but I don't. But not that. That's interesting. Book of the Immaculates. Weird. Weird. I mean, I'm assuming he's just gonna tell me, figure it out, stupid, but I guess we could ask him.
The goddess is the word. Then it shall be my... Do you hold it to be true, O Seeker, that you are ready to be tested? A most sacred trio of queries shall I put before thee. But even if thou falterest but a single time, unworthy will thou be deemed of the goddess's love.
Oh, so it was just like, read this book, the answers are in here, pay attention. Okay.
Blessed be your willing spirit. We commence. Premise the first. In honor of the goddess, that which was stellar must become sanguine. Correct?
I'm sorry? That wasn't written in that book. I read the book. In honor of the goddess, that which was stellar must become sanguine, correct? Yes.
Correct.
Agreed. That is...
Premise the second. The blood of the greater should be used in service of the lesser, so that balance may be achieved.
No, it's the other way.
Correct?
No.
Incorrect.
Yes, that is incorrect.
Premise the third. Only those who have partaken in the spilling of blood and thereby created the stone that lives, the stone soaked with blood, may be called an immaculate.
I don't know if you need to participate, do you? I would assume you do. Yeah.
Correct.
Agreed. That...
Most gratifying.
Nailed it.
Oh yes, most exemplary indeed. You have understood the words of the goddess, and I deem you worthy of her true test, of the true trial that shall make you an immaculate.
I mean, we already
are
asked
the chosen,
this.
The conduit, the goddess is the few, the proud,
what is this true
the
trial you spoke of?
enlightened. To become an immaculate, you must experience both the goddess's bane and her boon. Leave Silverglen and take the western path. Follow it to where the winds howl and a great skull looms within the rocks. There you will find it, the hollow and the true trial within. Immaculate guards bar the way, but tell them you have my blessing and they shall let you pass. But take utmost care. The road is beset with horrors, and your mettle will be truly tested before you've even set foot within the goddess's trial. It would behoove you to train in advance of setting upon that treacherous path.
Oh, nailed it.
I
Okay.
shall await you in the flood.
Thanks, bro. Oh, wow, and he poofs away just like that. All right. Well, there we go. Hang on a minute. We passed the initial test and can now undergo the true Immaculate Initiation. Loic told us to leave Silverglen and take the western path. Loic told us we must pass the Immaculate Initiation ritual by following the path west of Silverglen. Lovely. Okay, well, we are currently holding level 3 Pyrotechnic, right? So I think that makes sense to me to prioritize that one. Now, as far as what we have Escapist on Scarlet, Far Out Man, which is Bells and Scrolls ranges, Leech, and then Pet Pal. So, let's see. Backstabber, bigger and better. Bully could be good. Well, actually, no, never mind. Non-magical attack, so not good. Elemental Affinity. Let's see. Glass Cannon, definitely not. Now this one, Know-It-All, decreases everyone's attitude towards you by 20, but gives you an extra point in intelligence. It's a little tempting in some ways, but I don't want people to hate me, considering Scarlet's the one that talks to everybody. Lone Wolf. Let's see, My Precious, Pack Mule, Politician, Scientist, Stench, Walk It Off, What a Rush, and Zombie. Interesting, she has a lot less really good options as far as what to use. Let's see. I guess this one could be okay. Like if she was standing in, I don't know, standing on ice or something. Or if she was lit on fire, I guess that could be okay. I mean, this one could be good, I guess. I mean, giving her Pack Mule could be good too, because Scarlet does carry all of the loot, but now I do sort loot a lot better, so. Let's see. Reduces duration of statuses. Increases the turn action points when you're almost dead. Weird. I could go, you know, all skilled up, which would give you... Oh, these ones. That's what that would increase right there. Okay. I was wondering which one that was. This one would give you another attribute point, which was... Oh, it's another one there. Okay. Got it. Oh, this is ability, not attribute, actually. Ooh, actually, all skilled up would give you ability points, which would give me 2 more ability points to spend. Which I don't think was... Because I think we need 3, I think. Because I think we had 3. Yeah, see, we already had 3, so we need 3 to jack this. So we would only... It would have to be something I only had like a 1 in. Which... Would that be useful? We could give her like whatever, bodybuilding or willpower. We couldn't do anything in there. Or there. Oh, actually, hang on. We could go ahead and... Let's go ahead and remove the point so I can see what options I have. We could technically... I mean, yeah, we don't want anything in there. We could go Lore Master, but technically Bear Daughter is all the Lore Master points. And so really that's her focus, technically. I don't think we could boost Charisma. We could boost like Lucky Charm. We couldn't boost anything in there. I mean, we could boost like whatever, Men-at-Arms and stuff we don't want, but that's not useful. We could boost Bodybuilding, I guess, or any one of these. Yeah. So that's probably not useful then. There's probably other ones we want more. Now this one would allow me to increase attribute, which actually could be useful. So bigger and better at the moment is my most tempting one. Let's see. That's probably what I will do. These ones are a little tempting, like My Precious. Every time you hit or get hit, your gear has a 50% chance of not losing durability. You know? Like that. I mean, that is convenient. But I think we're probably going to go with bigger and better. Yeah. Okay, then we can hop back in here and give her... Oh, well, that was dumb. I guess it didn't... I forgot to reassign it. Anyway. Okay, now we can go ahead and change this. So, we can jump her intelligence again, which is tempting, or we could also jump in these, like this one, giving her more maximum action points to make sure she has points in battle. Now, isn't this one? Yeah, this is action point, how many you recover in battle, which is also very tempting. It's also initiative and stuff, too. Let's go ahead and jump her intelligence. There we go. Okay, now, can we learn any of these now? Hey, we can learn Purifying Fire. Alright, this one we need to go up again before we can learn that. And that one. Okay, but hey, we got to learn one more, though. That's progress. Yeah, see? There we go. Now we learn Purifying Fire, which will remove burning, frozen, stun, charm, healing, and shields. So that's pretty spicy. So yeah, that's pretty fantastic. Okay. Gloric, that's who's next. Okay, so he has 3 points, obviously, Man-at-Arms. And then he already has Escapist, Leech, Opportunist, and then Slingshot. Now we could give him, again, all skilled up. We could look at that. Backstabber, which is not useful for him. Bigger and Better, which we just did for Scarlet, which is good. Now, Bully would be amazing on Gloric, obviously. I'm surprised he doesn't already have it. So I think we're almost certainly going to grab Bully. Because it's non-magical attacks by 50% against opponents that are slowed, crippled, or knocked down. So that makes sense. So at the moment, Bully is by far the one we're probably going to go for. Just gonna double check, there's nothing better. Resurrected, you revive at full health. That's a little tempting, but where Gloric is not usually the one dying on us. Pack Mule, Pet Pal, Picture of Health. Picture of Health gives you 3% times your Man-at-Arms for extra vitality. Okay, that's actually really good, but I think Bully at the moment's more important. With Pinpoint, your grenade throws will never miss again. That's a little tempting, but I already feel like he doesn't miss all that often. Scientist, Stench, Thick Skin, that's another tempting one. Walk It Off, What a Rush. Okay, yeah, I think Bully makes the most sense for me already. So we're gonna grab Bully. Lovely. Alright, now can you learn any of your abilities? Oh, I also have 2 flurries now, by the way, which means I probably wasted one of them. But yeah, I need to be higher level for it anyway. So we'll learn one and we'll sell the other one. Okay. Lovely. Well, that's progress. Okay, we can send the Book of the Immaculates to the homestead. Alright, we'll hold on to these for now. Alright, I guess we could go straight to the trial. We also don't have to. We could explore the other parts of the map. Probably get some good experience by exploring things. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the play. Explore some other things. Get some good experience that way. Something like that.
The world is not immaculate as yet, friend. Be wary. Be vigilant.
Thank you. I will keep that in mind. Alright. I don't think we've, I mean, if we cut left... Alright, yeah, we probably should cut left before we go any other direction. Probably. It's a pretty forest, though. I'll tell you what. This seems suspicious. Probably a trap. Actually, I can even think I can see something in the distance. Ah. Yup. Okay. Well. Winged feet. And then pop invisibility. Gonna work our way around the side as usual. Let's see. While they're all grouped up. Ooh, that was spicy. Yeah, we are much higher level than them, as I'm sure you've noticed. They are level 9. So yeah, I think it's safe to say we did that out of order, because we are much higher level than these guys. Okay, as far as him, I guess we'll go ahead and battering ram into the first guy.
Valiant dash!
Yeah, we're just like bullying these guys, dude. We are bullying these dudes. Yeah, it's not awesome, bro, but don't worry about it. I'm gonna try and get to this blasted flower.
Eternal silence awaits you.
I think someone died from the flames. Go ahead and kill him. And I guess we'll go ahead and do this. And then... Aha! Look at that, dude. Nailed it. Luckily, Wolgraff still has winged feet, so... Alright, let's go ahead and hit him with this.
No venom can pierce these veins.
That'll get rid of his poison. There we go. Yeah, I think Glork's the only one that took damage there. Yeah, I think we definitely did that out of order, because these guys were a lot weaker than some of the other people we've been fighting. Buffalo Amulet. Unique looking amulet appears to have been praised by a large sculptor. It bears the mark of the artist on the horn.
Now this is valuable.
And a robe and some armor. Weird. Buffalo Amulet. Well, it doesn't give me any abilities. It is unique, so we'll hold on to it, I guess, for now. Maybe it's important. That armor's trash, I can already tell you. The robe is probably trash, because I think ours has bonuses. Yeah, ours has bonuses. Yeah, ours has bonuses, and it's actually the same level of armor anyway. I love when I bash my knee into the edge of my desk, which I do, like, every time I move my legs. Never gets old. Alright. Now, this is not connected, I don't think. No, not connected.
Troll toe. Pay the toll, human, or I'll squeeze you like a funny yellow fruit.
You do realize the bridge behind you is quite broken, do you not?
Broken? What rot? The bridge is perfectly fine. Sturdy as if it was built yesterday. Oh, but you're trying to be clever, aren't you? You want me to turn so you can run without paying. Your tricks won't work, human. Pay, or I'll grind you like pepper.
Let's discuss that toll.
1,000 gold coins buys you passage. Refuse, and I'll pound you so deep into the ground, the moles will take you for one of their own.
Absolutely not.
I think not, troll. Let's see what kind of stuff you're made of.
Let's teach this here troll there's no money to be had from us.
Those who refuse are my favourites. Time to wrench the life from your weak little frame.
Good. I'm gonna crush the life out of you.
Next time you must introduce me to your handsome friend. His musk dominates the breeze most pleasingly.
Bear daughter, please.
Ulgraf's gaze drifts from Bear Daughter to the troll and back. Then his face crumples into a frown of repugnance. Whatever mental image he conceived, it must have been a disturbing one.
I know. She's a... Don't mind her, man. She was raised in a forest by like wolves or whatever. She thinks of herself as an animal. Don't worry about it. Okay. I think this will be funny. Boy, won't this be funny. Oh, that was lame. Didn't work. Don't know why. I mean, my little staff is fire damage. I think it should work. Actually, she probably has a fire arrow I could use. Explosive arrow, that'll work. Yeah, this one is gonna like, get down, Mr. President. There we go. Yeah, enjoy the flames, idiot. A little hesitant to go charging over where there's all that fire, you know. He has like 1 HP, but obviously he's definitely gonna die from that. And I think we'll just get a little closer in the way to help protect the ladies behind us. Don't worry, that's fine. That's all according to plan. Won't this be surprising? Okay, then we're gonna do this.
The time of your death is at hand.
And what does this look like, right, Tal? Oh, neato. Anyway, it's fine. Just shoot him like normal. You gonna try my little oil trick against me? Is that what you think?
Ironclad and fleet of foot, I'm invincible. Paralysis hit!
That pig's like, oh my god! We're getting massacred. He still has... So he's not going to touch surfaces for another 3 turns, so... Well, hello. We'll just use this.
7, have mercy on your soul.
Then let's go ahead and do this, so at least our boys aren't on fire.
Water rain down.
There, that'll at least help Gloric.
Heaven have mercy on your soul.
Take that, hippie.
Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
Hey, it could be worse, man. Alright. Yeah, we are, like, way more powerful than we were in the last area. We bested Grumble in the fight.
Into the fray
so
once more.
Let's see. Weird. We still have to do that whole Braccus Rex thing. Trippy. I remember doing that fight. I guess there are things left behind that we didn't do. Trippy. Weird. Okay. Well, yeah. We should probably backtrack because I feel like that's something we should have done forever ago. This is a crap helmet, but we can sell it. We have spent a lot of money recently. Half mangled goblin. Trippy. Okay. Right, well, we can go ahead and send the blank one back home. And we can identify this. Let's see here. Bracers, pickpocketing and crafting. He has 25, which gives him dexterity and lockpick, which is way more useful. Yeah, so there. There, Garbo. That's right, though. We can sell it. It's surprising to me that we still have the whole Braccus Rex thing on thing. Plus, we do technically have the Undead Scourge quest not completed. So that tells me that we, like, must have missed something. Quick little detour, I suppose. That's surprising. We should have done that forever ago. I'm surprised that didn't occur to me earlier. I feel like we should have done that forever ago, I think. So yeah, we should backtrack. Odds are we'll be very over-leveled for it if we can find it, but that's alright. I feel like we already went in the old church, though. Wasn't that the whole bit? Isn't that where we discovered, like, Leandra or whatever? Or, not Leandra, but, you know, the other bad guys? Alright, where is the Braccus Rex thing? Okay. It said that Braccus Rex was interred beneath the grounds of the now abandoned church in the eastern hinterlands of Cyseal, so it's where we'll find the cult leader Leandra and, God forbid, the resurrected king himself. So yeah, I mean, he should be in here. Maybe there was a turn and I missed it. Oh, there's trouble ahead. It's fine. Burning immunity. Well, rude. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Oops, sorry. Then this. Alright, let's work our way this way, shall we? Alright, first thing. We're gonna do this, considering we're on fire.
My kingdom for a dry shirt.
Oh, there was an explosive guy at the distance. I heard him shriek about his fuse being out, so I'd say that worked pretty well. Oh, he's just a hair out of reach. Alright, we could walk a little closer. Alright, let's try that again.
Touch of frost.
Yeah, get frozen, idiot. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and... Well, let's see here. Let's have her scoot up just a hair. Okay. Now maybe try this. Oh, look at that range, though, dude. Damn. Oh, well. Poison, which is going to heal all of them, so that's not ideal. We can't get past the graves, so... Well, I didn't do almost anything. Ah, there in the distance. Nice try, buddy. Yeah, these guys are level 8. They are far beneath us. Right. Alright, so Woolgraph is poison, but we can fix that. Alright. Maybe we'll do this. Heyo.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Would have preferred to have him go attack someone else, but I wanted him close enough that Scarlet could take care of the poisoning, so that's why we did that, in case you're wondering.
Feel the pain of my sting! I can take one shot. Just watch.
Maybe we'll do this. Oh, on you. Now, we're not poisoned, but we will be if he advances. So, maybe we'll just do this. Here, for you.
Ah.
Whoa! Poison clouds and then mixed with fire equals bad news.
I prefer to drown my sorrows with
Speaking of fire and poison and explosives. Oh, can't see the target. Frick, dude. Right. Well.
Mercy on your soul.
And she still got a kill. Oh, Bear Daughter can't see him, dude. Oy. I know a way that we can hit ya. Oh, frick. I think her bow must use poison because people keep healing. Alright, here, something else you can do. Oh, we can't do anything because of the stupid frickin' smoke, dude. Damn it to hell. Alright, this way, people. There's lots of crap over there. Let's say Woolgraph, please. Alright. For you. He needs... Yeah, we're obviously not terribly wounded here, but...
On the men.
Really just not gonna be,
On the men.
nice about it, huh? Not gonna be nice about it, huh? Alright, so he's healing. This one for you. Alright, as soon as Fireball's done, then we'll launch a Fireball over there and try to take care of some of that poison. Other than that, I think we're actually all pretty much full health, so... Maybe something like this or so?
Breath of the dragon.
Okay, then we're gonna do this to get rid of the fire.
I need to dry off.
There we go. Alright, now we can loot it. I'll take the crappy robe. That's almost certainly going to be garbage. What is this? I guess I'll take the parchment. Curious why that's for. What else we got here? Just more gold. Oh, look at that. Take that arrow. Okay. Now, what was that stuff? This, sending to Bear Daughter. What is this? Oh, it's just like blank. Okay, well, send that away then. This, 42 with no bonuses, so that's garbage. But we can sell it. Alright. Oh, a slowdown arrow. So let's go ahead and give that to Bear Daughter as well. Alright, continuing on our way, making our way back to the church, trying to figure out where we went wrong, because for some reason we still have the Braccus Rex quest and the Undead quest, technically. And so, like, I mean, I feel like we were already here, but, like, did we just, like, not... I mean, we must have gone in the church. Isn't that where
I've spotted something interesting.
Isn't that where the whole, like... Isn't that where the main quest was? So I feel like we've already been here.
You try to enter the church. The statues that flank its heavy oaken doors address you.
Hold your horses, stranger. This holy hall may be entered by those who are loyal to the goddess only. And even eyes of stone can see you are no such creature.
I wish to enter the church.
It is a wish we cannot grant unless you prove you have knowledge of the goddess. Answer us therefore the following question. How is she known among the loyal, the exalted one, she who speaks for the goddess?
We have no bonuses here, so it doesn't really matter. So the first one is, I answer no questions. You will allow me to pass, or the winds will scatter the dust I leave behind, the dust that was once you. Or we have charm, which is, frankly, I find it sad and insulting that mighty eternal spirits such as yourselves must pose such silly questions to passers-by. Or we have reason, which is I, but a humble initiate among the loyal, know her title, but I dare not speak it. Such is my reverence. I guess we'll go with that. And we're probably going to fail here, so we're going to skip it. Dang it.
You feign piety to cloak ignorance, but we shall not be deceived. Now stone will break your bones.
I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances. Alright, Alright, I bet you we can't blind or do any of that, so we could go invisible. These guys are only level 8. We're gonna walk all over them, hopefully. Yeah, I guess we'll just do the old normal. The normal habit, I suppose. And we'll, get away from the group and make our way towards one of these two, I think. I suppose. Now, there's puddles of water here, so if we could just watch the electricity spells, that would be wise. Goes for an electric move immediately. Freezing touch is what I wanted. Okay, I think I accidentally unselected it. That was wasteful. There we go. Didn't mean to bonk him. That was a little bit dumb. Let's see here. Ooh. Like nothing happens. Oh boy. Okie dokie. Save your points then. I don't think she's gonna be super useful here.
Death is its own deliverance.
Oh, good news is they're slow as shit. So that's useful. Scarlet's gonna be like the thing killing most of them, I imagine, here. Good God, how much AP do they have? Alright, that's fine. Oh, they're slow, but they can walk a long ways. Alright, that's not that bad. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. Oh. I can hit myself with it. It seems a little aggressive. I kind of need to GTFO. Scarlet's kind of...
Spirits of the air, conceal me!
Yeah, we need to bail, dude. We gotta get way the frick over here if we can manage that. Let's see. Maybe something like this. Okay, there we go. Get some space for her. The problem is it's all piercing damage though, and it's not awesome. It's not awesome. Here, let's here, man. Let's want some luck, guys, because she's not super good for much else. Oh, there we go. There we go. I did a tiny bit of water damage. I suppose that's nice.
Let's dance to the death.
Oh, that was good.
Freedom from my grasp is
Ooh,
but
that
a
was
distant
spicy.
memory.
Whiff. Whiff. Aha! Most rogues don't have attacks of opportunity, so take that. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, just hit him like normal, I think. Oh, it does so little. Okay. Think fire damage is gonna do nothing. I just feel like it. Let's see. Electricity feels dangerous because of the puddle we're all standing in, so that seems dangerous. This seems good if I can hit. There we go.
Rain of rock!
Aha, oiled for enhanced slowness. Ooh, we can give Wolgraff some magical armor.
I can offer some extra protection.
There you go, buddy. That'll help you survive that. And here, let's see. I guess maybe this.
The arrow sings under my touch.
It does nothing, dude. She's like I mean, it makes sense. They're literally made of rock, but still, it just doesn't do a thing.
The time of your death is at hand.
A couple of whiffs from the first guy. There we go. I mean, I feel like it helped. I don't know if it did or not, but his second dagger does something. The first one doesn't do a thing. Okay. I can go freezing touch. We can get a little closer. Frozen. I mean, you know, sometimes it does something, but only if like the effect only if the water damage part kicks in. Well done, homeboy. That reflected damage killed him. There we go. Well, there you go, team. Well done. Yeah, maybe we didn't actually even enter the church, which I don't know, man. I feel like we.
Good as a new penny.
I mean, if so, then how did we progress the story? Is the story not in the church? Is Leandra not down there? Is she somewhere else? Did I enter the church and miss a part of it? I don't know, man.
Into the fray once more.
Seems a little suspicious. There we go. Give himself some health. That's so nice that he has it now. He has another healing ability. That's so good. There we go. More heals for the team. So nice. Alright. What do we got? Stone sword, huh? One-handed. Very, very heavy, which makes sense. Whole bunch of money. Okay. Alright. Firefly creates a fire surface. I already know it, so we can sell it. Then wind of change. Stone sword. Requires strength of 10. Which even... Does Gloric even have 10 strength? Gloric. Ooh, he has 11 strength. Okay, so that could be something. I don't know how good the actual weapon is, but we could look. Alright, let's see here. We kind of need to repair. I bet you smacking the stone was not good for our weapons. This was actually unbreakable, funnily enough. Alright, now what's the stone? 97, 120. Irreparable though, so it's temporary. It has a 1 of 1 durability, so it's temporary. Right, well, yeah, probably not even worth switching for then. Mostly, you know, it's kind of cool on a random basis, I guess. Here, send it to the homestead. It's unique. All right. All right. I might should have held on to that, and maybe we could have used it if Gloric's first sword breaks on him. Wow, I guess we actually never even entered the church because we're getting abilities for discovering it. So we must not have even entered the church. That's pretty embarrassing.
Ah, Source Hunter. Have you come to lend your blood to our cause? How much simpler all this would be if only it was so.
That's pretty funny. We never even actually entered the church. We discovered it, did side stuff, and we got sidetracked, and we just never entered the church. I guess we continued the main plot. like, but we didn't actually go to the church. We just went around it. So that's pretty funny. Didn't realize that. Anyway, but we're here now. In the upside, we'll be really over-leveled for this, so that'll be cool.
Still, I cannot blame you for struggling against me. What reason have you to trust me that your efforts are misplaced? But now, with Braccus Rex nearly risen, there's little more you can do to hinder me.
Hinder you? I hardly understand what you're trying to accomplish.
Perhaps for the better. When we first met on the beaches of Cyseal, I underestimated you. That blunder has cost me dearly.
I would say so.
Still, after all, you need not know more than this. The end is coming. The end of sorrow. The end of pain. Those who oppose me oppose peace itself.
How do you hope to attain this peace?
And here I thought you'd seen it yourself. Tell me, what is the imp historian doing, if not begging you to divert the void?
Ah, she knows about the whole dragon ending time thing. The void maelstrom, are you the one compelling it closer?
So, you're familiar after all. You know as well as I that the void is coming. In fact, if I am very precise, it's already here. But you need not be afraid. The void is ourselves. We are destined to rejoin it.
Your schemes threaten all of existence. You're a monster.
I have chosen a dark and dangerous path, but I vow that those sacrificed have not suffered in vain. My only wish for all of Rivellon is the soft hush of silence.
If your goal is to unleash the void on Rivellon, what use have you for the Source King?
Braccus Rex was the forefather of our cause, the original Immaculate. His resurrection brings Rivellon one step closer to the ultimate solution: dissolution. Wouldn't you like to meet him? The sorcerer your order was formed to destroy. I'm certain he'd love nothing more than to meet you. Follow me. Find out.
Ah, look at that. Leandra beat us to the church. She's now out to destroy existence as we know it and expects Braccus Rex to help her. Before we deal with her, we must confront the undead king beneath the church before he's unleashed upon Rivellon once more. And we enter the abandoned church, where we broke up a meeting of cultists led by a dark figure who's growing intensely familiar to us, increasingly familiar to us. She disappeared down a trapdoor beneath the altar in the middle of the room. We must find a way inside. Yeah, so we forgot to do this somehow. That's pretty funny. Not sure how I did that. I guess we just got sidetracked, I guess. Doing side stuff, I imagine, or something. That's pretty weird. I've never done this so out of order. So, you know, we'll be really over-leveled for this, so that's neat. These guys are, like, probably all, like, level 8 and 9 or whatever, I imagine. Yep, they're all level 8. This is gonna be, like, such a slaughter, dude. Just for variety. Here, for you. I guess maybe we'll save the rest. Okay, and then we'll maybe do a ricochet. Oh, we have to get closer though. We are a little far away. Wow. Take that! There's only one survivor, dude. Ah, the one in the back. I was about to say, I think there's a bench in the way. Yeah. Alright, hang on. Can we, like, squeak out from behind the bench? Surprise! Suddenly he's, like, right on her face. Wow. That did more damage to her than it did to him. It really doesn't matter, this fight's already over. And we'll just scoot a little closer. We don't have to be very creative. She's doing more damage to herself attacking Gloric than she's than anything. Well, there we go, team.
I needed that.
Right, well. That was easy. That's pretty funny. Yeah, nothing crazy. Oh, Mortician's
Now
hut key.
this is valuable.
Mortician's hut key. Well, that's weird.
The altar won't budge.
There simply has to be some kind of mechanism that operates it.
Yeah, you know, some kind of mechanism.
A hidden switch. Perhaps it has something to do with opening that hatch.
Yes, I imagine there's 4 switches, and because there's 4 fires, it would make sense. Church gate key. Wow, look at all the keys I'm finding.
A switch, much like the first. Could there be more?
I would say it's likely. Oh, hang on. Do we have any lockpicks for a change? We do. How about that? We'll take all of those. Give that to Bear Daughter.
3 down, but how many to go?
Not many, I would wager. Iron bar, some crappy boots. Ah, okay, well that's what the church gate key was for. Blasphemy. Interesting.
Wargraf beckons him and points to the ground. The dust has been disturbed.
What was that? I heard the sound of scraping in the main hall.
I'd say you're right. Hang on a minute, there was a key somewhere. Oh, it leads outside. Cute. That was that little thing we saw earlier. Oh, I guess we could read it. Oh, it's old. Old news. Ice wall scroll. Cute. Hey, creepy guy hanging out in the yard by yourself.
Wow. Hello there. And who, pray tell, might you be?
Most recognize us as source hunters, and who are you?
Oh, let's just say I keep the place in check. Tidy it up.
Haven't you got a name?
I'm no one important, really. I've learned to appreciate anonymity. And forgive me if I prefer to distance myself from any possible mishaps you adventurers can cause. Quite unpleasant to get involved. Authorities knocking on your door in the middle of the night and so on.
Sounds like you've had some bad experiences with adventurers.
Forgive me if I generalise, but some of your lot are as crazy as they come. I once thought you a quaint sort, but over the years I've come to realise that about 1 in 10 is downright dangerous. Lock up behind bars, paint the key blue and toss it into the sea material. Now I can't help but wonder, are you cut from the same batty cloth? Why've you come here after all? What's the point of it all?
We already know the murder, technically. Rid the land, and I'm not convinced just because you use source makes you necessarily evil. I mean, not positive. I don't remember if we've had closure on that front. I'm come seeking adventures of every kind. If that makes me crazy, so be it.
The mysterious stranger gives you a long look and, after what feels like a vast eternity, nods.
My god, dude, that voice. She could, I want her to, narrate my whole freaking life.
Kay.
Kay vanishes. Anyway, I don't know if that was wise or not to tell him that. Could have said anything. We'll take this. Ooh, red dye. That's neato. Alright. Okay. Yeah, just book. Alright, send that to Homestead. Identify the lance that we probably won't use. We might use the staff. We probably won't use the helmet. We could maybe use the dagger. Might use the boots. And the bracers. Okay. Now the red fabric dye we can send right to the homestead. Righto. So let's see here. It's worse. It's worse. Makes sense. I mean, we passed this type of stuff forever ago. This one's unbreakable, but its damage is much worse. The HP gives me it's bigger, but yeah, its damage output is worse. Its value is higher, but its damage is so much less. You know? So yeah. Okay. And then we don't care about the helmets. Or the robes, because ours have bonuses. These, dexterity and HP, but it's low enough, probably won't be very good. Sneaking and air resistance, probably not very good. Buffalo Amulet, which we don't know what it does. Okay, now we have this, which is two-handed, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, that weapon's crap. Yeah, club is garbo. 20 dexterity and HP. His is only 19, but it does give him HP and reflecting 10% of melee damage is piercing, so. Armors, all this is garbage. Helmet, immunity to blind and leadership. His is better. Okay, nothing crazy. Let's see, dexterity and HP. Ooh, I think that's actually better than what she's wearing. I think she's almost coordinating in some ways now. That's a nice change. Air resistance and sneaking. I mean, air resistance is good. Maybe that's worth sacrificing 4 armor for. And that's strength anyway. Alright, I think that's probably fine. Alright, my dude. What kind of daggers we got going on here? Let's see here. Ooh. No, that's the one he has equipped. Okay, so let's test this one then. Yeah. Yeah. Set burning status, but the damage is, well, actually, I mean, it is 27 through 45, but it also includes fire damage. And a chance to set burning, which technically makes it about the same, actually. It makes it compete. I think its top end is technically a little better, but it does add, I think that's actually better. Yeah, I think that's actually better than its base damage maybe isn't as high, but it includes fire damage, and its other one obviously does not. He has immunity to slipping, which is nice, but it's just 23. Yeah, for now we'll keep it. The immunity to slipping is nice. Melee damage, lockpicking, dexterity. I feel like his is better. Nothing good there. Okay. There we go. Well, technically, Wolgraf got a new weapon. Now, the rest of this is we can sell for money. Which is good. We spent a lot of money recently on different things. Alright. Well, well. It's pretty funny to me that, like, this, it's like the main point you weren't even over here, and I just somehow didn't do it. Not totally positive how that happened. Never had that happen before. Don't worry about it. Alright, we could top off, make sure we're all healthy here. Bear Daughter could use a tiniest top off. Yeah, technically. There you go. I think it's maybe she just gained an item that gave her more health. I don't actually think that she lost any health. At least I'm not positive she did. Okay, let's go ahead and give another save here.
Sweet relief.
Just, plus we're kind of pausing just to make sure our health, there we go, our healing thing comes back. Ooh, what are this? Bone pile? Crazy. Okay. Nothing good. Little rat.
So many folks in dark robes passing through here. I've always wondered if those fancy yellow necklaces they're always flashing are made of cheese.
Ooh, yellow necklaces. I'm carrying one of those. Yeah, probably is important.
Strange magic here. How will we deactivate it?
That
was
cultist
dumb.
must have used some kind of key or spell to get through.
I sent it to the homestead.
The Immaculate Amulet fits perfectly inside.
Look at that. We actually came up with a use for it. It was useful.
Precious mother. Source Hunter. By the health of the Seven, you're here. There may yet be hope. Perhaps you remember me as a healer. But gods, what a herald of death I've become.
Hey, it's the healer doctor guy from the village.
I'm beyond redemption now. But you alone may save Cyseal, may save all of Rivellon from the horror I've summoned. King Braccus. Braccus Rex from the tales of old. He lives. The mad Source King, the Lord of Chaos. I have awakened him.
What happened here?
I've done a terrible thing. I've raised a mad king from beyond the grave. I imagined so very foolishly that I'd be able to extract an ancient secret from him. But with a simple flash of his arcane magic, I was finished.
I have many questions about this King Braccus.
I'll tell you all I know, Source Hunter.
What do you mean you've awakened a long-dead king?
Resurrected, revived. The king lives, but not as the man he once was. He retains the mark of death upon him, like a festering wound.
Who is or was King Braccus?
The last of the mad Source Kings he was. The tyrant who nearly condemned Rivellon to oblivion. He began the War of Wars, marching brother against friend, until every land and home burned with death. It was during this dark time that your order, the Source Hunters, was formed. Braccus was defeated, and Source outlawed from the land.
Why did you awaken him?
Braccus was a dangerous monster, but he achieved things no man or mortal could have dreamt of. He alone is said to have known a great secret, how to break a forge of souls. I promised to extract this secret for a woman calling herself the Conduit. In exchange, she vowed to reveal to me a certain power of her own. In hindsight, I see that I dealt with the devil, and I've received my damnation.
How did you call him forth from the land of the dead?
I was given a great stone, a bloodstone, but more charged with life than any I'd seen before. The Conduit said it would imbue Braccus with life enough to share the secret she craved. But what he has become, his powers have all returned, and I cannot stop him.
Was it you who was raised the undead around Cyseal?
My failures. My failures are so many, I can hide them no longer. In my pursuit of the Source King, I've called forth abominations that neither I nor any other can destroy. The ghoul that guards the lighthouse, the Baron of Bones, the twins by fire joined. Their ghastly faces haunt me, and they in turn have rifled through the graves and sarcophagi of Cyseal in search of undead minions.
So he summoned the three big ones, and they all summoned the undead. So yes, he is responsible, but he hasn't individually raised all the individual ones. But here's the thing, bro. I killed all three of those guys. All three of those guys are dead.
Undead, Source Hunter. Unkillable. I fear this plague may never end, no matter how many times the rotten dead are defeated.
Let me ask you about the Conduit.
Curse her name. Her hell-sent promises.
What did the Conduit promise in return for your help?
What could turn any soft soul towards wickedness? My weakness was love, and it was love that she promised me. The Conduit had shown me how to raise skeletons and zombies from their graves. But what I craved was something far more rare. A second life. A true second life for my wife, Malia. She was a beautiful soul, snatched from the world of the living far before her time. Now the Conduit's promise seemed simple. A secret for a secret. I'd tell her how to break the soul forge, and she'd tell me how to bring Malia back.
What can you tell me about the Conduit?
She claims to be a link between her goddess and the world of men. I never believed her divine claims, but I could not deny her great power. It was she who showed me that Bloodstone could be used for more than healing. Her stones, particularly powerful and potent, could raise the dead. You can defeat the unholiness I've raised, Source Hunter. You can save the countless innocents that will perish under the Source King's mad fist. I pray... No, I believe you can reverse my failures.
Rest in peace, Theron.
So Theleron believed that by unleashing these monsters, he'd learn the secret to resurrecting his beloved wife.
Love so complete can cloud even the best man's judgment.
Aye, In Theleron's position, I'd wager many of us would do the same.
And, you know, like, I feel for the guy, man. Like, you know, yes, he did some super wicked things, but at the same time, like, I mean, hey, Gloric said it best. I feel like a lot of us would probably make some equally dumb decisions, you know? And if you thought, hey, maybe I could resurrect, well, I mean, you know, it's a long shot, right? But if you were married to, like, the love of your life, and he or she, you know, your significant other, if they died, like, wouldn't, I mean, you know, and if you were thrown a bone that, like, hey, I have the power, and maybe you saw just enough evidence for you to, in the back of your mind, believe it, I mean, you know, I feel like a lot of people would jump at that opportunity just to risk it, just to see maybe. I mean, you know, a lot of people would be willing to bet on a maybe if it meant, because what if it was true? You know what I mean? So I don't know, like, yes, in hindsight, you're like, wow, what an idiot, there's no way. But, like, if you were in his position and you were desperate too, I'm willing to bet a lot of us would make some pretty dumb decisions. Anyway. Oh, I think he's in this room. Hang on. Yep. Alright, we're gonna try to do something specific here. I think what he does is I think he summons a whole bunch of big monsters. I think they all have different abilities, and I think one of them drops fire on our heads. So here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, now quickly start the conversation. Go, go, go!
Here now, one who comes to watch the spectacle, to see the son of the source ascend again. Or perhaps you are the first in a long new
It's not gonna work.
The first that will try to stop my dominion again.
It was a good idea, but it doesn't pause the status effect in the conversation, so it's not gonna work.
Oh, by the emerald eyes of the goddess, would you believe that I can still feel it ever so vaguely? The force of the stab that cleft my heart and sent my soul shivering into death. But my followers have done it. They have done it like I knew they would. Blood, the thick red gravy, the source of souls, has been yielded unto star-sent stones and has swept away the eternal shadows. How long has it been, I wonder, my first repose in death? An hour. The time it takes the seas to tear down cliffs. It is of no matter. I live, and I shall claim my throne anew.
You are the fabled Braccus Rex, I presume.
A fable I may have become as time dragged on, but a fact I am once more, little one. Don't you, don't all of you miserable mortals realize that they who are one with Source have thrown off the burdensome mantle of death forever? I embraced Source. I drank it, made it part of my blood and my being. And so a warlord became a sorcerer, and a sorcerer became a king. The fools of this world dubbed me a tyrant, for the gods convinced them I was such, fearful as they were of my rise in power. Armies amassed, too many. Scores I slew, too few. Death took me, too soon, but not for all time.
I'm told the reason for your resurrection is a secret you hold, how to break a soul forge.
The reason for my resurrection, O simplest of spirits, is that I was destined to be. Were it not for the vainglorious fools that raised me now, it would have been another, perhaps wiser being that would have done so in time. And time is of no matter, only to be. Eternally, a woman seeks my secret, for her soul is entwined with another's. Yes. Where once they were inseparable, now they have grown apart in purpose and intent. But my secrets are mine to keep. Perhaps when she lies shivering before me, pledging alliance to her king, I will break her forge before I break her.
Tell me, what does the name Cassandra mean to you?
Not a thing.
There was a woman once that went by that name, until I mangled her body into that of a lich. Oh, my sister dearest, Cassandra, and her man-cat. Mere pets of mine, the both of them. Tools to bruise and break as I saw fit. They bled so very beautifully.
Ah, so Cassandra was Braccus's Rex sister, and apparently romantically involved with Arhu. Ho, the plot thickens. I've heard enough. We source hunters undid you once, and we will do so again.
A source hunter. So you are. Though you are so much more, and do not even know it. No matter. They still smell like you do, by the by. Your brother and sister hunters, as they closed in around me that first time. Fear. That most sly, most intangible of sense. Drowned out soon afterward by the acid stench of urine. I had but to look at them, and they rusted their chainmail where they stood. I undid so manifold they had to wade through the gore of the fallen. Oh, what a feast, what fountains of gravy we had. Alas, that there were too many, as there clearly are too many of you still. Although, life renewed has made me rather peckish. And from the looks of you, you need but the slightest of squeezes to make squirt the sauce's sauce from your soft, fleshy shell.
I like the intense way this guy talks. He's so impressive, dude.
Yes, look at you, plump as a leech bulging with freshly sucked blood. Oh, I do believe, as my servants would say as they brought in a squirming, plump girl on a plate, that dinner is served.
Well, here we go. Oh, Lord. So, you see why I tried to cast that whole rain spell? Are you aware now? Please don't cast too much. I'm not... Ow. Please. Okie dokie. First move is we just gotta try and survive. Okay. Then we're gonna do this. At least that. Okay. I'm so happy it's her turn next. You can see why this fight's hard, even over leveled. Because obviously he cast that stupid powerful fire spell, which almost killed my whole party anyway. So as you can see, problem is I'm a little worried we're not going to survive another round anyway. All right, so he's poisoned. Okay, we'll walk one step closer. Clear the poisoning. Okay. Let's see. He's gonna need much health as we can here. I'm a little worried about stepping right into that fire. But maybe we can have Gloric try and tank some of this if he gets a little farther away. Oh hey, it's the guys I've defeated all these guys before, actually. I just realized these are all the big named bad guys I've killed. Please don't cast giant fireball of hell again. Okay, there we go. Just a baby fireball, it's fine. Just like don't cast the hellfire of pain again, please. I don't know if my heart can take it. Okay. Problem is, Wolgraff's almost dead. That's really our problem right now. So it's like, I do need to get him, like, maybe over here, but I kind of need him close enough to still heal, you know what I mean? let's just get far away for now.
Into the fray once more.
Okay. Now. Alright, so he's stunned. That's fantastic. That'll buy us a turn. That was good.
Eye of the eagle.
That'll help her don't miss anything. Maybe he can hit 2 of them. Maybe like do that. It's fine, don't worry about it. Reflected. Don't worry about it, brother. You're gonna have to sort of tank all of this. We're gonna do our best. Luckily, he was stunned. Oh God. So very low health. Okay. This one would be easier, but Wolgraf is also very, very close to death. I kind of need to stop the poison guy. I mean, he's trouble. Problem is that, I mean, it's not going to take almost anything before they start swinging and they're going to get me killed. Alright, maybe let's just work around, make our way, or more or less over here. Kind of stall for more damage to be taken. Let's go ahead and get this, give that to her. Okay. What do we got here? Removes burning, frozen, stun, charm. Okay, I don't think that one's useful right now. This one could be good, but no one's very close. The vampiric touch could be good, but oh, he's close enough. Yeah, I mean, it gives her a little health. That's not terrible.
I hope I have enough arrows for this.
Oh, good. All right, no more poison guy.
Bless the 7, I am restored.
Okay, no more poison guy. This is great. All right, he doesn't have enough for another one. Immune to fear, it's fine. I finally thought of a use for him, by the way. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Maybe we'll do this in case we have to run away. Okay. Now that they're closer. Well, she tried. Well, she wasn't immune to fear, that's for sure. He's like, nope. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
My life is ebbing away.
I know, it's a problem. Alright, let's see here. Weaken a target, that sounds good. Aha! Okay. She's trying. Try and give her something kind of life. That was good. Luckily she has lots of AP. We can still keep going. Well done.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Ha!
Wherever you go,
Aha!
there I am.
Boy, he's really concentrating on Bear Daughter. How much AP does he have? Thank you. Okay, so we are on fire. Not awesome. Okay, he doesn't have any bonuses either, so now we are suddenly much more in trouble. Problem is, if I move, he's gonna like just get killed. I kinda have to teleport away, maybe, just so I don't have to walk across this fire. And I need someone to get some more water in here, because even though it's actively raining, don't be deceived. Okay, we need more of this. Apparently, the other rain doesn't count, so we need more rain. Okay, there we go. Here, no more healing for you. Alright. Wow, he's like practically out healing the damage she's doing to him. Whiff. It's a good thing. Ow. Body block. Oh, he doesn't have the AP.
Bless the sun! I am restored! Needed that.
Oh boy. Everyone get away.
This is the final end of Braccus Rex.
Oh.
May his soul remain in the depths of hell for good.
That's right. Yeah, you can see how hard that fight is, dude. Like, I was like I had 2 levels on him and 3 levels on most everyone else around here, and still.
It is strange, Source Hunter. I have heard many tales of Braccus Rex, the radiant ruler, and King Braccus, boon of our blighted land. How can it be that the stories sang him a hero when he was in fact an evil tyrant?
Oh, I guess she's not gonna read that.
I suppose a song of our world would be quite different if it were written in summer or in winter. Strange, is it not? How your summer or mine goes unmarked, but that of a king, even a winter one, is sung for a century after his death.
Alright. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you can see how hard that fight is, you know what I mean? Like, I out-leveled him by a lot, and he still almost killed me. I mean, mostly, the only real reason that fight is so hard is because that opening ability, and I remember just getting one-shotted from that ability, and I remember that it was there. I just didn't... I was hoping that I could, you know, that you could stop him from doing it. I didn't remember what it was, but I thought I remembered some ability that just, like, annihilates you, and I thought it was fire-based. So, you know, so really what you would do if you were, I mean, like, maybe, like, the first time, talk to him, and even if he does one-shot your party, if you wanted to know the story and what's happening, just talk to him slowly. And if he does kill you, like, what I would do is, even if he one-shots and kills everybody, I would reload, then I would go through the conversation before he can see you, cast Rain again, and then spam through the conversation so you don't have to actually talk to him the whole time. And then if you did, then you could kind of, you know, you could get out of having to talk to him. So then Rain would be active. Then if he cast that giant Doom Hellfire ability right out the gate, it shouldn't light you on fire. So even if the explosion hurt, at least the fire effects should be gone. So that's what I would do. That's what I've survived. That's how in the past I've survived different things. That's how it's worked in the past. So yeah, that was quite something. Quite something. Over-leveled, and he still almost killed everybody. Barely survived, barely had enough health to just tank all of that right at the start. Boy.
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
Sorry, didn't mean to talk to you. I was just trying to do this. those. Alright, we'll do more looting on the floor in just a second. I'm finishing trying to heal everybody. Okay, that'll get him full. Now we're just gonna make sure the other guys we killed. Oh, hey. Give that to our boy. Okay, some probably crap items here, but we'll make a lot of money, so it's okay. Two-handed axe.
What's that
fancy
gleam?
robe, ice shard, which we already know. Yeah, so much good loot, dude. So much good loot. Alright. Oh, hey. Healing book. Ooh, his personal key. Sounds important. Alright. I think I remember using Braccus's two-handed axe on my warrior character for a very long time, I think. Because I think usually what I do is I make Gloric or whoever my warrior character is, I think I usually make them two-handed. Like, two-handed weapons, not like two individual weapons. And that's usually what I do when I'm building my warrior character. So, this time I went for something different, but often that is what I do. And so often my, my big warrior character is often able to use Braccus's, big ass axe. So, okay. Just making sure that's all the loot, but this dungeon is big, so. Ooh, there's fire over there for some reason. Ah. Oh, look at that. Really glad I spent all that time healing myself. Look at that. There was a starstone right there. More you know.
On the men!
Anyway, which healed all of my things, which means all that time I spent healing myself was fairly pointless. I guess we could send the inert stone back home, I guess. But I don't know if you can, like, re-enchant the starstones or anything. I don't know if you should bother. But we're going to go ahead and send that to the homestead all the same. We already have that one, of course. We'll look through the loot in a minute. There's still things to look at in the dungeon, so before we fully explore our inventory that's full of loot, it makes sense to fully explore all the loot. You know? Alright. Skull. Okay. Hark, what is this? Weird. I don't think you can pick this lock. Yeah, I was about to say, that seems special. Okay. Right. Alright, hang on a minute. We're just gonna separate our boy here. He has to go on a mission. Alright. Winged feet. Bone pile. Weird. I'm just grabbing anything that's inside them. Because it seems weird that it's even an option. Barely made it, dude. That was close. Bone pile. Interesting. We'll have our boy dish out all this stuff in a second. Once we have finished looting it, of course. Tripping. Alright. Hello, friends, I'm back. Alright, I don't know what that's for. Let's drop that. Alright, send that to Bear Daughter, send that to Gloric, send that to Scarlet. gotta fix our order. Alright. Now, figure out what the frick's going on over here.
Spirits of water, show your strength!
My kingdom for a dry shot!
Okay. Now we can loot indiscriminately. Lots of candles. Alright, bone vial. Coffin. I mean, this is probably just where that big fire dude just spawned in. It might not mean it's hiding anything specific, you know? His personal belongings. Alright. I could make sure I didn't miss any keys here, but I'm willing to bet I probably didn't. It's probably something very specific to be able to get inside that chest, I imagine. Also, noticing our boy over here is... Oh yeah, well, he's probably infected with the rot or something. Okay. So normally, fun fact, Arhu actually appears here and you talk to him. That's in the, if you did this in the right order. And then he would probably tell you, hey, you did it, you know, high fives, and then you talk about things. But because we, like, didn't do this and we left to another area, I'm willing to bet we probably kind of broke the order there, so that's why it's happening out of order. Really quick, I'm going to look up how to get inside that chest. I don't assume we can, and then we'll look through our loot. Okay, we're back. So, there's the lock on that. It's glowing because it's a magical lock, but apparently, they do give you a key actually eventually, but it's in like the 3rd act or whatever. So, yeah, they do give you a key, but it's like in the 3rd act. But the funny thing is, by the time...
Source Hunter, is it safe? Have you done it? Please tell me that you have sent Braccus Rex to the grave once and for all.
Hang on, Arhu. Anyway, so they do give you a key, but it's like in the 3rd act, and by then, supposedly, the gear is not even worth... It's not even worth anything. It's not even good by that point. And so that's what happens with that. Now, the other way to unlock it is you can use a scroll of unlocking, apparently, and apparently there is an unlocking skill to unlock things, but apparently it is in witchcraft. So if we can find a scroll of unlocking, then that will be really, really cool. If we can find a skill book for Scarlet to learn that, if she has the appropriate level of witchcraft. So we will see what happens with that. But for now, supposedly there is a scroll of unlocking in Arhu's study. So that's the reason we were actually here. But we'll chat with him. Then we're gonna go to his study and see if we can steal it. If they're not happy, we'll take it. We'll see if that'll work. And then we'll probably go back. Anyway, so I have his Reign of Terror is over forever.
Magnificent. Oh, truly wondrous. I feel like a prisoner set free. Free to bask in the daylight once more. I was so fearful. Petrified almost in the knowledge that I might see him again. You see, I knew the Mad King. In fact, I served him.
Why am I Gloric again, by the way? I don't know why I'm not selecting on Scarlet. Anyway, come again?
I'm a wizard hunter, and that means I've seen many centuries pass me by. They weren't always happy ones, and you may take that as an understatement. I was once under Braccus's thrall, bound to him by perfidious magic. Life was an endless cycle of servitude, torture, and humiliation. Only after the first source hunters skewered him like the pig he was did my nightmare end. As you can imagine, I was afraid beyond all measure that the fiend would enslave us all once more. That I'd be cast back into the rank pit that was my past. But he hasn't, and he never will. Thank you. I will never forget this act of valor.
I asked Braccus about Cassandra. It turns out she was his sister, a sister with a man-cat.
So you have heard of her? Yes. I knew Cassandra. She was a sweet girl when we met. Hardly a woman yet. The very opposite of her deranged brother, who did not hesitate to butcher her for his own benefit. We were fast friends in those days. Aye, more than friends. Until he took her down to the dungeons and she returned a woman no longer. A twisted lich had she become, with a twisted mind to match her grisly new shape.
Why did Braccus turn his sister into a lich?
He remorselessly and relentlessly sought ways to cheat death. Cassandra and he were soul-forged, so he knew that if she would die, he would die. And so he turned her into a lich. Turned her into a creature neither living nor dead, so that he could break the soul forge without destroying himself in the process. Giving the matter no further thought, he rid his sister of her humanity, so as to rid himself of a spell that could threaten him. Such a man was Braccus Rex. Immortal in his mind and immortal to be in effect. As your swords and spells have demonstrated, though, to this world's everlasting contentment, his deranged fancy was not to be.
If Cassandra is an immortal lich, where is she now?
I don't know. When the Source Hunters besieged Braccus's castle, I sought only to escape. I never heard of her again.
Truly, even though, as you say, you and Cassandra were more than friends?
Yes. I longed for freedom, for release. When I saw my chance, I ran and never looked back.
Oh, I feel like that wasn't true. I mean, I don't remember. I don't remember, so that's not me being like, yeah, I totally remember. I don't remember if that comes up or not, but I don't believe him for a second. I think he does know where she is. I think he's hiding that. But hey, it's his past. He can hide it for now if he wants. Anyway, so now that Braccus has been dealt with, what's next?
You have foiled one of Leandra's vile designs. That much is certain. But I highly doubt you forestalled her endgame, whatever that may be. It is therefore imperative that we find her sister Ikara. As you've learned from the accursed duo that was Jake and Evelyn, the White Witch is somehow involved. I will vouch for her gentle nature, but alas, I cannot vouch for her current state of mind. Has she been corrupted by her sister, perhaps? Or have they become enemies locked in a murderous game of cat and mouse? There's no way of knowing until you find her. What I do know is that she lives in a cabin deep in Lacula Forest to the north. If anywhere, that is where I advise your travels should take you next.
Oh yeah, there we go, see? This is what happens if you do... This is normally what would happen before you left this part of the map.
Very well, Hunter. My gratitude is yours, as is my service.
So yeah, normally that's what would happen.
That's it. Braccus Rex is dead. The way he spoke about our forebears was horrific. I wonder how many Source Hunters had to die before the Source King was deposed.
He was a man uncut by Source. Think it was crime, especially now when we have a world of work ahead of us. Even if it was one, it was too many. My heart shrivels in my chest when I think of the lust. Okay.
He was a man utterly corrupted by Source. Don't waste a moment thinking on his crimes, especially not when we have a world of work ahead of us.
Yes. Forward is the only way we can look now. This Source cult runs deeper than we dreamed. We must stamp it out before another Braccus Rex rises.
Alright. Looking back will do us no good, so fear not. Plus, hey, I didn't know those Source Hunters. Shrug. Maybe I'm heartless, but whatever. Alright, now on the way past Arhu's study, we're gonna go talk to this lady. On the way past. Hello?
Salutations,
Source
Hunter. I shall be very glad to share by all means. For 2 years, all news still.
Oh, okay.
I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter. By all means. My legionnaires.
Okay, yeah. Nothing new.
They all perished?
Okay, nothing new. So, yeah, there we go. So now that ends the search for Braccus Rex. We have done it. Braccus Rex is dead once more and forever. Had he been let loose upon the world, he would have left countless dead in his wake, but none of that matters now. Scourge of the Undead will soon be over. Okay. Then we have Undead Scourge. We've done it. He's dead once more, but it didn't go away, which is funny. And then this one, which is we sent Braccus back to the dead once and for all. Leandra, the leader of the cultists responsible for his resurrection, clearly lies at the heart of this elaborate conspiracy. We should proceed to track down her sister Ikara. It seems that she might be the only one who can shed light on these worrisome events. And then we learned that Arhu and Braccus Rex's sister Cassandra used to be lovers once, but that Braccus used sorcery to turn her into a lich in order to break their soul forge. With each new tale we hear about the deranged king, we come to understand all the more profoundly the depths of the evil we dispatched. Okay. Arhu told us that Braccus broke the soul forge between him and his sister Cassandra by turning her into an immortal lich, but her whereabouts remain unknown. And then Find the Witch told us Ikara lives and blah blah blah. So, there we go. Now the undead thing didn't disappear, which I find suspicious. But whatever.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, so to Arhu's study, we're gonna see if there's actually an unlocking thing in here, and then we're gonna beeline our way back. Supposedly he has one in the study. I don't know if he'll care even if I took it. Well, it's not in red, so he must not care. I mean, at least for this stuff. Package. Okay. The tool disarm kit, I don't know if you need more than one, but I'm just gonna send that to Wolgraf. Hey man, don't mind me, I'm just looking for, I don't know if you're, oh, he's not even in here. Easy cheesy then. Oh hey, we can send that to Bear Daughter. Okay, nothing in there. Absence of the Seven Gods. Books. Oil Scroll. Secrets of the Scroll, Volume 2. Ah, Magical Unlock Scroll. That's what we needed. Universal Controller Instruction Manual. Which I don't think matters now, because I think that was maybe to control the thing we've already killed. Blank Air Scroll. Alright. Read that. Okay. So there's that. We didn't even end. He doesn't even care if we take it, which is fabulous. So, now back to the old church. This way. Quickly now, we're on a tiny baby schedule and we have to go through all this loot. Also, this is the wrong way. I think. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember just discovering this and then walking away immediately. I think I vaguely remember that happening, so I think I remember thinking, yeah, we should like look around before we go to the church. I think I remember a hard fight, something like that. So that actually does sound vaguely familiar, which would kind of explain why we actually never did the whole Braccus Rex thing and actually finished up the main part of the quest in this part of the map. It would explain a lot. Okay, luckily we don't have to like run through a giant maze or anything. It's just like a room below the church, which does help out. Yeah, it's just like, the one giant room. So that's nice, because at least that way I don't have to navigate a maze or anything. Okay. It also explains why we couldn't get rid of that amulet either, because we needed it to unlock the door. So that's good. That makes sense. The question is, how do you think the scroll works? Do you think I have to click on the chest or use it nearby? Let's see. Send that to Bear Daughter. Blank Air Scroll, send that home. Instruction manual. I think this is for something that we don't need. I think this is to control the big giant robot that we actually destroyed already. So don't worry about it. Okay, now how does this work? Unlock a magically locked door. Maybe we just... Oh, it's 100%. So maybe you just use it and then you unlock it like that. Yeah, like that. And we'll take all of those. Don't know how good it is, but, it made sense to jump on that. Okay, hey, now we can actually look at our loot. Alright, let's go ahead and send those to Bear Daughter. We'll identify anything we can. Fire Elemental, which is a selling thing. That's the two-handed axe. You can send the water balloons to Gloric. because he's the grenade guy. He's the grenade guy. He's the one who explodes. Lovely. Okay, so much good stuff. All right. Helmets, which we don't care about, of course. I don't want to hide her pretty face. So she has 46 with bonuses. Ooh, this one's already better. I can just look at it, obviously. It's 46, which is what she already has, but this one has all these fancy bonuses. Yeah, more bonuses. Now hers gives her more HP, but this one also adds more resistances and makes her immunity to muted. So that's definitely an improvement. So that's bueno. Initiative and HP, that would be better, I think, with some other people. Crafting and lockpicking, nothing crazy there. 21. This is 25. HP and fire resistance. I feel like that would be better with another character, possibly. Nothing new there. There's some ring strength, dexterity, perception, immunity to burning. Wow, that's a great ring. Unlocks skill Blitz Bolt with poison resistance. That's interesting. But obviously this one's really good. It jacks all your skills. So giving that to like Gloric or something would be great. Nothing crazy there. And then a new staff. Alright, let's see. It's unbreakable. Its damage is it's much lower. That thing's Garbo. So nothing crazy there. Okay. Cool. Alright, Gloric, you're next, my guy. So this is 30 plus bonuses, so nothing better. Armor, he's wearing like 74 plus bonuses. Nothing crazy. This one, initiative and HP. I think initiative, I don't remember what initiative does, but I imagine it's like whatever, like your ability to go first or something, you know? That's a big jump to HP, and I feel like that's actually more useful. So we're going to give that to our boy. 19 in bonuses. Yeah, it's nothing different. But his gives him his is better because it gives him HP as well. 38 plus bonuses. Nothing crazy. Okay, so this one, it gives him strength and then some poison resist. So this one but this one is also immunity to burning, by the way. So Gloric can't be burned with that on. This one is a tiny bit of HP and some water resistance. Poison resist and Blitz Bolt. I feel like giving him this one over this one is better because it's only 9 HP. It's not a lot. So let's give him that. Now Gloric is a monster because of these rings he's wearing right now. Let's see. Okay, so we can't use this. We've already looked at those. It's two-handed. Braccus' weapon is two-handed. Two-handed as well. A couple of bows. So nothing crazy there. Okay, Bear Daughter. Yeah, no thanks. So she's wearing a 42 plus bonuses. Let's see here. I think that's strength, intelligence. Okay, 42. Yeah, I think hers is better. The belt, poison resistant HP. Oh, that's actually better. That's an increase for her. All right. This one, it is 21. Hers is better. This one is 21 plus a couple of bonuses. This one is 25. Yeah, I think this one's better. These boots are better. Okay, now she has a ring. She has, this one is poison resistance and then some Blitz Bolt, technically. Lore Master, and that's actually her thing. And this one gives her dexterity. I think her rings are better. Poison resist and charisma. That's probably fine. Alright, so she has some bows here, so hers is way better than that one. And better than that one, I think. Yeah, better than that one too, I would say. So yeah, her bow is already better than both the new bows. Okay, this one is 17, but I think the hood looks better on our boy, so I'm going to keep it. 48 plus some bonuses. 48, his is better. Then a belt, his is better. His gives him dexterity and lockpick, which is very much his thing, so his is better. 23 and immunity to slipping. Let's see here. 21, it gives him sneak, but we don't ever use sneak. I'd rather have the slipping immunity. Alright, perception and then movement. Poison resist and some water. I think I like his stuff more. Fire resist and plus reflecting more melee damage, which is great. And then we have some daggers. But his is better there. And then I think this one is another one. We probably switched away from it, TBH. Okay. Fancy. Alright, now we go back to Northgate. And we can sell some of this stuff. Also, we have to heal a little bit because some of our people here got some new health things, like Bear Daughter. She has more health, so she needs it. And then he has some health, and he needs it. And I don't know if anyone else, he doesn't. They don't, and I don't think... I can't tell if Scarlet does... No, she did not. Okay. Okay. Continuing on. Let's go, people. Alright. We have lots of things to sell. We are going to make so much money in a second. Fantastic. I think time-wise we're probably more than there. Yup. We desperately need to end this episode. The Xbox, by anything I record on console, this file size is like 5 times the size of anything on PC. And so it takes forever to upload because my upload speed is garbage.
How many crab claws would you
like? You
3?
can have this.
11?
This. I'm gonna keep the axe because it's unique, I think. So we're gonna keep it for posterity. And I don't need money that badly, so. I don't know if you could buy anything else, TBH. Nope. Okay, next one.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want?
Okay.
Freezing,
You
silver,
can have the crappy daggers.
poison? Get to the point.
Yeah, she's broke too. Next one. I'm just like making so much money.
How lovely to see you
He has a
again.
little bit of money.
Haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
There we go. Sell it all.
I'm a pain.
Go away. I don't want to talk to you.
Any takers? Come on,
Hey.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that.
I guess I'll
Would
keep
you
that. That
prefer a
seems unique.
toasty fire spell to dry?
Oh, hang on really quick.
Dearest customer,
Hey, you want to repair
I've
my
never
stuff?
seen an
I
aura
think
so
my
plagued
stuff
by ether. Thank a
needs some
starty.
repairing.
I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
There we go. Thank you. All right. So, a couple things. Go ahead and consolidate. Okay, so we have some things to sell. We can sell Firefly. We can sell Summon Fire Elemental and Ice Shard. So don't sell Chain Lightning and don't sell Fire Absorption. Okay.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in
so
desperate
we
need
can
of a
sell
good
Firefly.
scrubbing. Fortunately for
Fire
you,
Elemental.
my homebrewed
Let's
tinctures will
bolt.
do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit...
Okay, thank you. There we go. Now that should be all things we can... Okay. There we go. You can send that to Gloric, by the way. I can send in the fancy special axe, and then I guess the amulet, because I don't know what it's for, so we'll just send that back too. And we'll send that back too. And we'll send the fire essence back. These are a whole bunch of keys, but we've already used them. So we can send those to the homestead. Lovely. Alright, let's check everyone else's inventories. How we looking? We're gonna hold, just to be safe, we're gonna hold on to it till we learn it and we can sell it. Nothing crazy for you. Oh, why do you have money? Hey, give that to Scarlet. She's holding all of our finances. Alright, wait, that got us back to 23,700 gold, so that's pretty spicy. Where are we going here? Oh, right, we're gonna go to Lucula Forest, Silverglen. Alright, hey, look at that, dude. So much progress. We finally closed off technically the main mission in the Cyseal area. Should have done that earlier, but yeah, it slipped my mind. But hey, it was worth it anyway, because obviously the Braccus Rex fight, that opening volley is just nasty. So obviously it was totally worth it. Alright. Fantastic. So now, give us a save. Cool. Yeah, and then when we come back, we will be exploring more of Lucula Forest. And I imagine it wouldn't surprise me at all if next episode, if we also did end up starting the Immaculate Trial as well. Because as you can see, there's a lot of the map still dark here, and we haven't explored a lot of this region, even though it looks like we have. There's a couple of this parts we haven't, and then of course there's a huge section of this part of the map which we haven't seen. So there's lots of stuff to see and to look at and to do and all that. So we will start exploring that in earnest when we come back. And yeah, otherwise though, I think that's just about everything. So off camera, I will play Amane's route for If My Heart Had Wings, so that for our Thursday part, hopefully we can be all caught up again. And I imagine I'll talk about the patch and what Amane's route was like during that episode. Other than that, I think uploads for this week should be normal. Thursday, we should, again, assuming I can keep to schedule, I am hopeful that we will have another part of this, and then that I would have already hopefully recorded. And then, of course, the day of, we will be playing If My Heart Had Wings. Other than that, I think the next weekend should be pretty normal. We will, of course, see. And, yeah, I think that's just about everything. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today. And we will talk to you guys later.